Hi, this is Thunder from Booredatwork.com and welcome to another battle video. And today we're trying to find out which is the best Windows Phone 7 smartphone on the AT&T network. So today we're comparing the Nokia Lumia 900 and the HTC Titan II to find out which is the best Windows Phone 7 device on AT&T. Alright, so let's take a look at the hardware first of both devices, and then we'll look at similarities and we'll jump into our real battle vid. So first off, we'll look at the Titan II. The Titan II's got a 4.7-inch Super LCD display, 1.3 front-facing camera. You've got that curved lip here, bottom. This is not a battery bay, this is just a back cover for your SIM card. 60 megapixel camera with dual LED flash. That's of course the main focus here. It's the camera itself, and it's got 16 gigabytes of internal storage. It's 4G LTE and it's powered by a 1.5 gigahertz processor. That is the Titan II. Now, looking at the Nokia Lumia 900, this sports a 4.3-inch AMOLED Clear Black display, 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera with f2.2 lens. You also have, of course, your camera at the back. It's an 8 megapixel Carl Zeiss camera with dual LED flash. You've got 16 gigabytes of internal memory. There is no battery bay or battery cover. You do have your little space here for your micro-sim, which you can pop out, micro SD card port, and of course it's 4G LTE on the network. Now, so what are the similarities between these two devices? First off, both of them are 4G LTE devices on AT&T, and other than that, that is pretty much where it ends. One of the differences of the device is here. So, first thing to note here, both of them have. This has a Super LCD display. This has AMOLED Clear Black display. I'm going to change the colors here, themes, to show you. And right now, because that's on purple, I'm going to do a different color, to red, or magenta actually is what it's called here. And I'll show you the differences, some of the differences with the display itself. Settings, and let's go here, go magenta. The thing about the AMOLED display is that it's much sharper and clearer. You can't necessarily see well on film, but this actually pops out well and looks great in daylight. This is also good, but it's also a little faded colors. Even though some will argue that, you know, this is off, or, you know, this are actually enriched colors and not real colors. But for me, eyeball test, the AMOLED Clear Black basically wins this one, even though I will say Super LCD works out very well. So that is something that they both have. And in this round, go straight to the Nokia Lumia 900. Next off, we have GPS navigation system. You got Nokia Drive here, and you have HTC locations. Now, if you've seen our other battle video we put up yesterday or the day before, between locations and Nokia Drive, it's pretty much tied with both devices. The only difference here I would say is that if you're traveling out of the country, Nokia Drive is probably what you need and it's best for you because it has more maps around the world. Locations does a good job in telling you what lanes to be on. It's a little bit more in depth. If you can take a look, and we jump into both GPSs here. But for the purpose of this battle video, I would give the edge to Nokia, to HTC locations, because it's more in depth. It's got more of a Windows Metro UI theme to it, you know, and this still has some of the old theme look of Symbian. So this definitely, in this round, HTC location wins the ball game. All right, next up, camera. Taking a look at each device, and we'll look at the video quality of both. But before we even get into that, let's take a look at the camera software of both devices. Now, both have, of course, this has 8, this is 16. On the camera software part, HTC wins this battle because if you look at their software, they actually have more camera manipulations, different effects and settings, while what you have here with Nokia, it's pretty much basic, what you have with standard or Windows Phone. So the effects and the settings here are much better. Now let's take a look at the video. So the first video we're going to look at is from the HTC Titan II.
Hi, this is Dundee from Booredatwork. I'm recording with the Titan II camera. It's 720p. It's a 16 megapixel camera, and it's got video image stabilization on. It's got a HD sound.
Now you've seen that video. Let's take a look at the video from the Nokia Lumia 900.
So I'm recording at 720p with the Lumia 900 camera. Just giving you some of the sights, sounds of the city, some shops, walking around.
So looking at both videos, it's clear to see that the Lumia 900 has better video quality, even though it's an 8 megapixel camera and this is a 60 megapixel camera, and even though this has better settings, it's just the camera lens is much better on the Nokia Lumia 900 compared to what you have on the HTC Titan II. So in this round, Lumia 900 definitely wins this round. So Windows Phone, there's not a lot of differentiation between the devices as the way they look, but one thing that all devices do have, they have their own sort of app store, app placement, and things that they actually showcase differently on the device. And we go into both marketplaces. You do have HTC apps, Nokia collections, and what you note there is that, granted, this has the hubs, this has HTC Watch, locations, photo enhancer, flashlight, compass. Nokia has a better selection of applications that I think are more prevalent what people need. So for instance, you have Creative Studio, photo enhancer, that kind of cancels this out. You have Tango, which you can also download Tango on the Nokia, so that also is a moot point. Locations and Nokia Drive both cancel each other out. But then you have specific apps that Nokia has created for, like ACC Sports, Univision, which I think is pretty cool. Also, you have a CNN app, which is well tailored. And then, of course, you have the Nokia ESPN app, which is a very good ESPN app. It's different from what you have from the App Store. That's ESPN. Trust me, this is a much better app overall. And then you also have Nokia Drive. You have Nokia Maps, which also gives you the full wall map view, as well as Nokia Transit, because there is no pure transit system for Windows Phone, and Nokia Transit actually does a good job showing you how to take buses, trains, and things like that. And then you have the contact transfer list, so if you're switching over, and it gives you an easier way to actually transfer your contacts over. Plus, you have the app I highlight, which is Nokia's way of also showing you other applications on your system, which you can actually find and check. HTC doesn't actually do that for you. Nokia does that with the app highlights, which can show you apps that are featured. You have apps also that staff pick, and then you can have starter kits and things you should download once you get your Windows Phone. So it's overall, this does a better job. The Lumia 900 does a better job of introducing someone to Windows Phone rather than what you have with the HTC Titan II. So definitely I am picking the Lumia 900 on this one. When it comes to battery life, they're pretty much the same. They do have great battery life. 4G LTE is also similar in both respects. You could have pretty good 4G LTE speeds. We can take a look at bandwidth here. I could run a quick test if we want to. And you can see also, just look at the black colors right there for both devices. And just running it, you can see it's matching the same and it's pinging from the same place. 6, 7, 6, 7, and then this is also 1, and that's 5.3, and we can check out the results and see, and they kind of match similar. I would say both 4G LTE speeds are great. So, and we've looked at both devices. We looked at different aspects. We've checked out the camera, we talked about GPS, we talked about the screen resolution, we've talked about applications and functionality and use. So let's go ahead and round this video up and see which is the best Windows Phone 7 device on the AT&T network. So you've seen, we spent time looking at the Lumia 900 and the HTC Titan, and we've come to a conclusion. Our winner here is the Lumia 900. Why? Well, first of all, the price is also a very big factor here. It's $99, and you can't go wrong with that. Plus, now AT&T is offering it for free if you sign up, or you can get it at very cheap prices. Second, it's got a better camera. Now granted, both of them don't have spectacular cameras, but Lumia 900 has a better camera than the 60 megapixel camera here on the Titan II. It takes better video, better photo quality, and also it takes photos at 16:9 aspect ratio, widescreen, and not 4:3 like you have here on the Titan II. So those are the main factors I think that basically just put me towards the Lumia 900. I think it's a great device. I think it's solid overall. price, you really can't go wrong with it. It's a well-balanced device. It's got Nokia Drive. It's got Nokia Transit, which also, it's a nice application to have if you don't drive. So of course you can take, the bus or the train or something like that. So overall, I think this is well balanced. It's got a better display and it's got sharper, sharp screen resolution. And I just personally, I like this device and I think it works well. Now, don't get me wrong, the Titan II is still a good device, but of course the camera itself doesn't actually work too well, and also the price is something that actually sets it back apart. So the winner here today is the Lumia 900. So if you guys have any questions or any comments, let us know. Don't forget to subscribe to all our pages on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. It's all Booredatwork with 2 O's. And also don't forget to subscribe to Board Fam. So this is Thunder E saying thank you, and always enjoy your entertainment. See display, 5 devices, nice. Now, you do have your traditional Windows. It's got a 1.3-inch front-facing camera that we know. Of course, distinguishing factor, of course, to the Titan I, of course, is
a couple
that
applications come with it.
60 megapixel camera sensor at the back,
your AT&T
with dual LED flash. This is not the battery cover. This is just actually a cover for the applications. Battery is not removable. Now, and once you take this off, a couple things note you should download is the Nokia Drive. Powers off the device. Of course, you do have maps, power button, which is rocker, GPS, or camera button, navigation applications, power button on top. Well, now Nokia maps, you've seen that with the Nokia 800, as well as the 710. So let's take a good look at the for that. Let's take a look at some of this 4G LTE. Weight-wise, feels good in the hands. It's not too heavy. Call bandwidth. It's not too. It's not too speed test. It's not too weighted.